You see this guy, right? His boundless energy and those antics that make us laugh so hard we're rolling on the floor. Many of you, upon hearing his life story, want to say, "Poor Jim, what he's been through." But hold on. I'll tell you one thing at the beginning of this video. Never feel sorry for this man. Why? Because we're the ones who should feel sorry for him. He took off his mask. We're still wearing ours. Jim's story doesn't begin with "once upon a time." It begins directly with "there was nothing." While living in a caravan with his family, Jim would stand in front of the mirror every night and draw those famous faces on himself. Why? Because it was the cheapest activity to do on an empty stomach. When his father lost his job, Jim dropped out of school and became a janitor in a factory. Imagine Ace Ventura mopping the floors. While his colleagues at the factory laughed at his jokes, Jim was actually imagining himself cleaning the windows of his future mansion. One of the craziest moments in Jim's life. When he was penniless, he wrote himself a $10 million check. He noted, "in exchange for acting services," and dated it 10 years later. Everyone thought he was crazy as he walked around with that rotting piece of paper in his wallet. But spoiler alert, exactly 10 years later, he received exactly $10 million for the movie Dumb and Dumber. The guy literally made the universe sign a promissory note and collected it. Jim reached the top. He had the money, the fame, and those sparkling teeth everyone wanted. But then, do you know what he said? "I hope one day everyone gets rich and famous, gets everything they dream of." So they realize that's not the answer they're looking for. That's where we start to feel sorry for him, but actually, that's where he wakes us up. Jim Carrey decided to break free from his characters. When he said, "I'm not Jim anymore," everyone thought he'd gone crazy. But he'd just taken off his costume. So my friends, Jim Carrey isn't a tragic hero. He's a master who's cracked the code. We still say, "I'll be happy if I succeed," but he's already understood that happiness isn't a destination. He feels sorry for you because he sees that you're hiding your true power behind false masks. Jim reminds us, you are so much more than that mask. Now cast aside those false molds and start writing your own story in your freest form. Because the only way to defeat the monster at the end of the game is to realize it's just a game. You already possess that power.